Hello everyone. The following is going to be some excerpts from my upcoming book of channeled material that relate to, or seem to relate to, what is going on in the world today, dating back from 2019 all the way up to March of 2020. So without further ado, on to the messages. September 4th of 2019. The truth must be told. Things are about to unfold like an origami of infinite detail. The details are wide and far-reaching, exposing many to the great waves of consciousness that are coming through at this time of unfolding that is taking place now. The great shifts are occurring in this world as well as others. We are all interconnected in infinite multiverses of time and space. One thing cannot change without affecting the other. For every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. Emphasis on the re. We are transmitting the golden nuggets of the era, the transformational tools needed for the massive waves of consciousness that is coming through. Unlock the door to other dimensional realities that coexist in the multiverse. Seasons change and the earth revives and renews herself. The great journey of discovery is this time of acceleration like man has never seen before on the planet. There were attempts in the past, but the energy of fear was too strong to allow the force to fully be realized. It is a great purging of the last remnants of a bygone era on Earth. The birth of the Golden Dawn is upon us. Stand up and say your piece. There are many feeling this way and looking for connection. There is strength in numbers, my dear. It is time to speak out and hold your truth dear. For you are a pioneer of thought, and thoughts become actions. There are millions of star seeds descending on this planet, and the momentum grows stronger all the time. October 31st, 2019, All Hallows Eve. The veil is lifting, just as the clouds are lifting, so is the veil of humanity. The walk into darkness is nearly coming to an end. Humans are ready to reach beyond being a slave race. Slave to money, slave to power, slave to worry, slave to slavers, slave to poverty, slave to energy vampires. The enslavement of the human psyche, the enslavement of the human bodies and spirit has been the prevalent environment for eons. January 10th, 2020. As I prepared myself to receive the information, one phrase came through: the purging of Dionysus. While no further explanation was given and many meanings could be derived from it, there is a festival of Dionysus every year in March where we found ourselves entering into isolation from a virus. February 18th, 2020. There is a feeling that is coming from the earth, knowing that something is changing. The people try to busy themselves with this and that to distract from the overwhelming feeling that something is coming. Something they signed up for to be a part of upon incarnating. The earth is speaking to us all, and we are a part of her, so we cannot completely shut it out. Though most are trying, the world is so loud as to not hear her call. just as one might try to ignore a physical symptom until it gets so loud it cannot be ignored anymore. March 9th, 2020. Great civilizations have risen and fell due to the lust for greed and power. As long as this pattern continues, Earth cannot ascend. 4/4/2020. 4/4/4. During this time frame, we are well within the social distancing isolation. So I asked for information specifically to what was happening in the world at this time, and the following came through. Simmer down, simmer down, simmer down. Here and now, here and now, here and now. This is a time of peace, of much needed withdrawal. It is a grounding of the past lives to unite all aspects of our soul. Gather the scattered energy and return to center. We are gathering our belongings so that we may move on to the next phase of human existence. The next chapter of human growth potential. It is wise to take this time to gather all the strands of time so as to move forward as we were always meant to do. As the message was coming through, I was getting visions of many golden strands moving wildly in all directions, flowing and moving. Then they all were coming together or being gathered up into one strand. It almost reminded me of fiber optics. I was having a hard time tuning in and concentrating because the birds were making so much noise. They were squawking or almost screaming like they were in a wild frenzy. The guides came through and said, yes, they are in a frenzy, just as the human population is in a frenzy. Next came through a poem or lyrics, which I'll continue on with. They cry for the simple, for the ones who cannot, for the children in darkness, for the light of the dawn, for the good and the evil, the weak and the strong, the peaceful and warlike whose kingdoms are gone. They scream from their towers while waving their fists. Their world is dissolving like fog in the mist. Farewell, mighty strangers, you struggle for naught. As more awaken, you'll all be forgot. As I finished writing out the poem, the birds settled down and were quiet. It was as if these words voiced what they were trying to say or sing out. The guides came through with this final information. Look beyond the birds. The weather is perfectly still. The sun is shining. Yet they were in a frenzy. This is a metaphor for what is occurring in this time. The Earthwalkers, or humans, are in a state of alarm, fighting for supplies, at odds with each other, and yet the world goes on. Calmly, smoothly, like the water. When they stop all the squawking, they can get in step with this beautiful, serene day. This moment in your time is just that, a moment. There is beauty and serenity happening throughout the cosmos. This moment is less than a day, less than a minute in your soul's journey and the journey of your beloved Earth. Take time to notice the beauty, the serenity, the ultimate calm, knowing that everything is getting back on track. Turn off the noise and squawking. Tune into the inner peace of knowing that you are exactly where you are meant to be at this moment, as are we all. The movement of tides is the movement of the world.